Tonight's story is Your Death Date is Written. Let's begin.
The first time Claire dreamed about the golden ruler, she was sleeping on a heating vent outside a convenience store in Gangnam. She woke with the image burned into her mind. Not the ornate thing itself, but the weight of it. The way it pressed against her palm in the dream. The way it hummed. 3 days later, a man in an expensive coat crouched beside her usual spot near the subway entrance. He didn't offer money, he offered a business card. "You dreamed something," he said, not a question. Claire's fingers tightened around her sleeping bag. The morning commuters flowed around them like water around stones. "I dream lots of things." His eyes were bloodshot, ringed with the kind of exhaustion that came from desperation, not lack of sleep. "Not like this," he leaned closer. "The golden ruler. You saw it, I can tell." She should have lied, should have laughed it off. But something in his face, the hunger there, the terrible need, made her pause half a second too long. He smiled. It didn't reach his eyes. "My name is Marcus Webb," he said. "I represent certain interested parties. We'd like to discuss your dream. There's compensation, of course." The card read, *** Inheritance Consulting Group, ***. No address, just a phone number. Claire told herself she called because she needed the money. The truth was simpler and more complicated. She wanted to know why a man in a $3,000 coat cared about her dreams. They met at a cafe in Apgujeong. Marcus brought a woman this time, Dr. Helena Park, introduced as a dream specialist. Helena had the kind of face that had forgotten how to smile naturally. "Tell us everything," Helena said. She slid a voice recorder across the table. Every detail. Claire wrapped her hands around the coffee they'd bought her. Real coffee, not the instant stuff from the convenience store. The warmth felt obscene. "It wasn't much," she said, "just a ruler, gold I think, maybe brass. It was lying on a table." Marcus leaned forward. "What kind of table?" "I don't know, wood, dark wood." Helena's pen hovered over her notebook. "Were there markings on the ruler?" "I couldn't see, the light was wrong." "Wrong how?" Helena asked. Claire closed her eyes, trying to recapture it. Like the light was afraid of it? Does that make sense?" The silence that followed lasted 3 heartbeats too long. Marcus and Helena exchanged a glance. Some wordless communication passed between them. "We'd like to bring you to our facility," Marcus said. "Run some tests, nothing invasive, just standard dream analysis, EEG, sleep studies. You'd be compensated. 20 million won. 20 million won, more than Claire had seen in 5 years on the street. What's so special about a ruler?" Helena's smile was sharp as broken glass. "That's what we're trying to determine." The facility was in Gangnam, hidden behind the facade of a wealth management firm. The elevator required a key card and descended 3 floors below ground. The fluorescent lights hummed at a frequency that made Claire's teeth ache. Marcus guided her down a hallway painted the color of old bones. "Just through here. You'll be in Suite 7. Very comfortable. We have 5 other participants currently undergoing evaluation." "Other participants?" "Other dreamers," Helena said. She walked ahead, her heels clicking against the tile. "You're not unique, Claire, but you might be compatible." The room was comfortable, in the way hospital rooms tried and failed to be comfortable. A bed with clean sheets, a small bathroom, a television mounted on the wall, no windows. The door locked from the outside with a magnetic seal. It thunked into place with absolute finality. A young man in scrubs came in with a dinner tray. His name tag read, "Daniel." His hands shook slightly as he set down the tray. "Someone will be by in an hour to prep you for the first session," he said. He wouldn't meet her eyes. Claire caught his wrist. "Daniel, what kind of facility is this?" He pulled away like she'd burned him. "Eat. You'll need your strength." The food was good. Too good. Claire ate anyway, because she'd learned long ago not to waste food when it appeared. But the steak tasted wrong. The vegetables had been cooked to perfection, seasoned with something that made her tongue tingle. She was staring at the empty plate, trying to remember finishing it, when the door opened again. Helena entered with a man Claire hadn't met. Older, silver-haired, wearing a white coat over expensive clothes. His name tag identified him as Dr. Richard Castellan, director. "Miss Claire," his voice was warm, practiced. "I hope you're settling in. I wanted to explain our process personally." She set the plate aside. "I haven't agreed to anything." "No." He sat in the chair across from her bed, folding his hands. "But you will, because you're curious, because you need to know why that dream matters. It's the same reason all our participants stay." The other dreamers, yes, He nodded. 5 others currently. 2 more arrived this week. The dreams are spreading, you see. Or perhaps calling. To specific people. We're not entirely sure yet. Helena stood by the door watching. Always watching. What happens during the sessions? Claire asked. Dr. Castellan leaned back. We help you dream. Guide you back to that moment. That image. And then we extract what we need. Extract? His smile was gentle. Terrible. The ruler isn't just a symbol, Miss Claire. It's a key, a map, a promise. Different things to different people. But it exists somewhere in the collective unconscious. And those who dream it most vividly can help us find it. Find it where? He stood, brushed invisible lint from his coat. That's what we're determining. He moved toward the door, then paused. I should mention, the contract you signed when you accepted our initial payment, you agreed to a minimum of 72 hours of evaluation. The facility is secured for your safety and ours. Please don't attempt to leave before the evaluation period concludes. Claire's mouth went dry. I didn't sign anything. Helena's voice was flat. The consent form was in the coffee. That's not legal. No, Dr. Castellan agreed. It's not, but you're here now. He looked at her with something almost like pity. And the doors are very, very locked. They came for her an hour later. 2 orderlies, silent, efficient. They led her down another corridor. This one was narrower, the ceiling lower, the air tasted like metal. Daniel was waiting in the session room. He wouldn't look at her as they strapped her to a chair that reclined like a dentist's chair. His hands were steadier now, practiced, like he'd done this before, many times before. Daniel, Claire said quietly, what happens in here? He attached electrodes to her temples, to her chest, to her wrists. Each connection felt cold, final. Just breathe, he said. Try to relax. An IV line snaked into her arm. The needle pinched. Daniel adjusted something on the stand. Clear liquid began dripping into her veins. Helena entered. She moved to the monitors, started adjusting settings. The screens came alive with lines and numbers Claire didn't understand. The compound will induce a hypnagogic state, Helena said. Her voice was clinical, detached. You'll be conscious but dreaming, aware but not in control. We need you to describe everything you see, every detail. Claire tested the straps. They didn't give. And if I refuse? Helena looked at her directly for the first time. The compound doesn't give you that option. The drug hit her system like ice water in her veins. The room tilted. The lights above her head stretched into golden lines. Her heartbeat slowed. No, not slowed. She could hear it now, each beat distinct, echoing in the space around her. Thud, thud, thud. The sound filled the room, filled her skull. She tried to move, couldn't, tried to speak, couldn't. Her body was somewhere else now, somewhere far away. Tell us about the ruler. Helena's voice came from very far away, from the other side of the universe. Claire tried to resist, tried to hold on to herself, but the drug pulled her down. Down, down, into the dream. The stone room appeared around her, not gradually, all at once, like stepping through a doorway she hadn't seen. Cold. The air was so cold it burned. The walls were rough stone, ancient, no windows. A single candle burned on the table. Its flame cast no shadows. The light moved wrong, bent in ways that hurt to look at. And there, on the dark wood table, lay the ruler. Gold, pure gold. It glowed with its own light, soft, pulsing, like it was breathing. I see it. Her voice sounded strange, distant. I see it. Helena's voice cut through the dream like a blade. Pick it up! Claire's dream hand reached out. Slow, so slow. Time moved differently here. Each second stretched into minutes, into hours. Her fingers touched the metal. Heat, impossible heat. Not painful, worse than painful. It felt alive, aware, like touching something that was touching her back. She gripped it. The ruler hummed in her hand. A low sound, a frequency she felt in her teeth, in her bones, in the hollow spaces of her chest. There are names, she whispered. The ruler's surface was covered in markings. Not measurements, names, hundreds of them, thousands. Written in gold that seemed to pulse with its own light. Some were crisp, clear, others were fading. Some were crossed out with lines of dried blood. Read them, Helena commanded. Claire's eyes moved down the ruler's length. The names scrolled past. Some she recognized, most she didn't. Marcus Webb, Helena Park, Richard Castellan. Her breath caught Daniel Kim, Sarah Chen, James Morrison, and then her own name. Claire, written in letters that burned brighter than all the rest, glowing, pulsing, like they were alive. How many names? Helena's voice was sharp now, urgent. How many? Hundreds. Claire couldn't look away. Thousands, they go on forever. Are they ordered? Her finger traced the ruler's length. The names were arranged in a sequence, a pattern she could almost understand, almost. Some crossed out, some glowing. Some written in what looked like dried blood. And then she understood. Oh God. She understood. They're in order, she whispered. The order they die. The monitors began to shriek. Pull her out, Helena shouted. But Claire couldn't stop looking. Because at the very end of the ruler, past all the names, there was a space. A blank space. And as she watched, new names began to write themselves in golden light. Her mother's name, her father's, her sister's, everyone she'd ever known, everyone she'd ever loved. The ruler pulsed in her hand, hot, burning. She tried to let go, couldn't. Her fingers were locked around it, frozen. The stone room began to shake. Get her out. Helena's voice was panicking now. Get her out now! But the ruler wouldn't let go. It held her, drew her deeper, showed her more. She saw the names scrolling, saw the pattern, saw how they were arranged. Not random, not arbitrary, precise, perfect, mathematical. She saw her own name, 3 days from now. Cardiac arrest during a dream session. 3 days. No, the word tore from her throat. No, no, no. The drug released her all at once. She woke screaming. Daniel was there, disconnecting the IV. His hands were shaking again, worse than before. Claire, you're okay, you're back. She wasn't okay, nothing was okay. She'd seen it, the order, her death. 3 days. 3 days, and... Helena appeared beside her. Her face was flushed, excited. What did you see? My name. Claire's voice was raw, broken. My name was on it. Where? Helena leaned in close, too close. What position? 3 days. Claire grabbed Helena's coat. 3 days from now, I die here, in this room. Helena pulled back, smiled. Then we have 3 days to find it. Claire understood then. Really understood. They already knew. They'd known all along. They'd seen their own names, seen the order, and they were trying to change it. You're insane, she whispered. No, Helena's smile widened. We're motivated. They took her back to her room, the door locked behind her. The magnetic seal thunked into place. Claire sat on the bed, shaking. The dream clung to her. The weight of the ruler, the heat of it, the names scrolling past. Her name. 3 days. She had to get out, had to escape. But the door was locked. The facility was 3 floors underground, and she'd signed a contract. Signed it without knowing. Signed it in her coffee? A soft knock. Daniel entered. He set down a tray of food. His hands were shaking again. You saw it, he said quietly. Your name. You know about this. Claire stood. You know what they're doing. I've been here 2 years. He wouldn't meet her eyes. I saw the ruler in my dreams, like you. Marcus found me, brought me here. Said they needed help. Said they'd pay me. I didn't know what they were really doing until... Until what? Until I saw my name during a session. His voice dropped to a whisper. 13 months from now. Lung cancer, stage 4. Inoperable. Daniel. They can't change it. He looked at her finally. I've watched them try. 6 participants before you. All of them died exactly when the ruler said they would. Exactly. To the minute. It doesn't matter what you do, what precautions you take. The ruler always wins. Then why am I here? Because Dr. Castellan thinks you're different. Daniel moved toward the door. Your dream was more vivid than the others, more detailed. He thinks you can do more than see the ruler. He thinks you can touch it, change it. Change it how? Daniel paused at the door. His wife is dying, cancer. She has 3 weeks left. Her name is near the top of the ruler's list. He wants to move her down, buy her time, find a cure. He's obsessed. That's impossible. Everything about this is impossible. Daniel looked at her. But he'll try anyway, and if you can't help him change it, he'll keep you here. Keep running sessions. Keep pushing you deeper into the dream until it breaks you or kills you. Whichever comes first. 3 days, Claire said. Daniel nodded. 3 days. The door closed behind him, the magnetic seal locked. Claire sat on the bed, thought about the ruler, about the names, about the order of things. And she thought about whether an order could be changed. The second session came the next day. They strapped her in again, the electrodes, the IV, the same chair, the same cold metal taste in the air. This time, 5 other people were in the room. The other dreamers, 3 women, 2 men, all of them pale, hollow-eyed, like they'd seen something that had carved pieces out of them. Helena moved between them, checking monitors, adjusting settings. "Today we go deeper," she announced. "All of you together. The ruler responds to intention, to will. If one of you can see it, perhaps 6 of you can change it." One of the women, thin, dark-haired, maybe 30, looked at Claire. "You're new!" "Claire," she said. "Mia." The woman's voice was hoarse, used up. "How long since your first session?" "Yesterday." Mia laughed. It was a terrible sound. "Lucky you. I've been here 19 days, 17 sessions. Every time I see my name, it's closer. 42 hours now. 42 hours until a car accident on the highway outside Seoul." One of the men spoke, older, graying. "Thomas. Brain aneurysm, 6 days." He looked at Helena. "This is the last time. If it doesn't work today, I'm done." "It will work." Helena's voice was sharp. "Dr. Castellan has refined the compound. We can push deeper now, stay in the dream longer." "The last guy who stayed in too long never woke up," Mia said. Helena didn't respond, just turned back to the monitors. Daniel moved through the room, attaching IV lines. His hands were steady now, professional, but his eyes met Claire's for just a second, a warning, a plea. The drug hit all of them at once. The stone room appeared, but this time Claire wasn't alone. The 5 other dreamers stood around the table. Mia, Thomas, 3 others whose names she didn't know. All of them staring at the ruler. "Jesus," Thomas whispered. "It's real." "Pick it up." Helena's voice echoed through the dream. "Someone pick it up." Mia reached out first. Her hand shook. She touched the ruler, jerked back like it had burned her. "I can't," she said. "I can't touch it." Thomas tried next. Same result. The ruler wouldn't let him hold it. One by one, the others tried. None of them could grip it. The ruler rejected them, pushed them away. "Claire," Helena's voice was urgent now. "You do it." Claire stepped forward. The ruler hummed, that same low frequency. She reached out. Her fingers closed around it. Heat, awareness, power. The ruler responded to her. Let her hold it, let her see. The names scrolled past, all of them. The order clear now, precise. Mia, 42 hours. Thomas, 6 days. Her own name, 2 days. 1 day less than before. The sessions were accelerating her death. "Change it," Helena commanded. "Move the names, change the order." Claire's grip tightened. The ruler pulsed in her hand, warm, alive. She understood something then, something Helena didn't. The ruler wasn't a tool. It was a measure. It showed what already existed, what had always existed. The pattern beneath reality. The order of things. You couldn't change it, but she could see deeper than the others. See past the names. See the pattern itself. Dr. Castellan's name, near the top of the list. Massive heart attack soon. Helena's name, further down, but not far enough. And at the very, very top, a name she recognized. Castellan, Isabel Castellan, Dr. Castellan's wife. 3 hours. She had 3 hours left. The ruler showed her more. Showed her the threads connecting the names. Showed her how they were all linked. How changing one would ripple through all the others. Showed her what would happen if someone tried to change the order. "Claire," Helena's voice was desperate now. "Change it. Move Isabel Castellan's name. Move it down." Claire looked at the ruler, at the names, at the pattern. She saw Dr. Castellan, younger, standing at his wife's bedside. Saw him promise her he'd find a way. Saw him discover the first dreamer, a homeless man in Seoul who'd babbled about a golden ruler. Saw Castellan torture the man for information. Saw the man's mind break. Saw Castellan build this facility on top of that man's grave. The ruler burned in her hands. The names scrolled past. She saw her own death 2 days from now, cardiac arrest during a dream session. But the ruler responded to touch, to will. Claire gripped it harder. Changed the name at the top of the list. She woke to alarms. The facility's emergency lights bathed everything in red. Someone was screaming. Multiple someones. Daniel burst into her room, wild-eyed. "What did you do?" "I changed it." Dr. Castellan just collapsed. His voice was shaking. "Massive heart attack. He's dead, Claire. He's dead, and the security system is failing, and..." The lights went out completely. In the darkness, Claire heard doors opening, magnetic locks disengaging throughout the facility. The other dreamers freed from their rooms. "We need to leave," Daniel said. He grabbed her arm. "Now." They ran through corridors filled with red emergency lighting. The other dreamers were emerging from their rooms. Mia stumbled out, Thomas leaning against the wall, 3 others whose faces Claire barely recognized. 5 figures, pale, shaking, looking like ghosts even in the physical world. Helena appeared at the end of the hallway. Her face was a mask of rage and terror. You killed him, she shrieked. You changed the ruler. Claire stopped. He was going to kill all of us. The ruler doesn't work that way. Helena moved toward them. Her hands were shaking. No, vibrating. You can't just... She stopped. Her eyes went wide. She looked down at her hands. The skin was starting to split along invisible seams. Oh God, Daniel whispered. What's happening to her? Mia asked. But Claire knew. She'd seen it in the dream. Seen what happened when someone tried to change the ruler, tried to control it. Helena's scream started normal, human. Then it changed, warped, like someone was pulling it through broken glass. Help me! Her voice fractured, split into harmonics that shouldn't exist. The air around her began to shimmer. Back up, Claire said. Everyone back up. Helena's body began to separate. Not tearing, not ripping, just coming apart, like puzzle pieces gently disconnecting. Her right hand detached first, floated there for a moment, still moving, still reaching. No blood, no gore, just clean separation along lines that had always been there, lines no one was supposed to see. Her arm next, then her shoulder. Each piece floated in the air, suspended, still connected by threads of golden light that pulsed and writhed. Helena's scream continued, but it was coming from everywhere now, from each floating piece. A chorus of agony split into separate voices. Oh, fuck, Thomas breathed. Oh, fuck, oh, fuck! The golden threads began to tighten, pulling the pieces smaller, compressing them. Helena's face split into sections. Her eyes disconnected from her skull but kept staring, kept seeing. Still aware, still conscious, Claire understood that. The ruler was showing them, teaching them. This is what happens when you try to change the pattern. The pieces began to glow. Brighter, brighter. The golden light intensified until it hurt to look at. A sound filled the corridor. Not Helena's scream anymore, something else, a ringing. A pure tone that resonated in Claire's chest, in her bones, the frequency of the ruler itself. The light became unbearable. Claire threw her arm over her eyes, heard the others do the same. The ringing sound peaked, held. Then silence. Complete, absolute silence. Claire lowered her arm. Helena was gone. Just gone. No body, no pieces, no blood. Only a faint shimmer in the air where she'd been standing, like heat rising from summer pavement. And a smell, not decay, not burning, something else. Something that made Claire think of autumn leaves and old books and endings. The smell of something returning to wherever it had come from. Jesus Christ, Mia whispered. What was that? The ruler, another dreamer said. He was young, maybe 20. His voice was hollow. It's correcting. Anyone who tried to use it, anyone who tried to control it. The facility began to shake. Run! Claire shouted. They ran. Through corridors that twisted and changed, the walls were breathing now, in and out, slow, rhythmic, like they were inside something alive. The emergency lights flickered, went dark, came back red, went dark. Each time they came back, the hallways looked different. Doors where there hadn't been doors, walls where there had been openings. This way, Thomas said. He pointed left. They turned, found themselves back where they'd started. What the hell? Mia grabbed Claire's arm. We just went in a circle. It's collapsing, Daniel said. His voice was barely a whisper. The facility, it's collapsing. The building's fine, Claire said. Look at the walls. They're not cracking, not falling. Not physically. Daniel looked at her. Conceptually, the dream is eating the reality that was built on top of it. The lights went out again. When the brothers they came back, the corridor had changed. The ceiling was lower, the walls closer together. The air tasted wrong, metallic, ancient, like they were breathing in dust from tombs. Behind them, something scraped. A sound like stone on stone, getting closer. Move, Claire said. Don't stop moving. They ran again. The corridor stretched ahead of them. Endless. Impossible. Each footstep echoed twice. Once when their feet hit the floor. Once before. The echo was coming first. That's not right, Thomas gasped. That's not... A door appeared on their right, just materialized. 1 second, empty wall. Next second, a door. There! Mia lunged for it, grabbed the handle. It opened. They piled through, found themselves in a stairwell, emergency stairs, 3 flights up. The sign glowed, exit. Thank God, someone said. They climbed. The stairs seemed to stretch forever. 3 flights should have taken a minute. They climbed for 5, 10, 15. The scraping sound followed them, getting closer. Claire didn't look back, couldn't look back. If she looked back, she'd see what the facility was becoming as it collapsed into dream logic. She'd see the thing that was pursuing them, the correction, the pattern reasserting itself. Don't stop, she said. Keep climbing. Finally, a door at the top. Daniel slammed his keycard against the reader. The light blinked red, green. The door opened. They burst through into the lobby of the wealth management firm. Normal, mundane, morning sunlight streaming through windows, confused employees staring at them, 7 people in hospital gowns, covered in sweat, gasping for air. Claire looked back. The door they'd come through was just a door, a supply closet. She moved toward it, opened it. Cleaning supplies, mops, buckets, nothing else. The facility was gone. 6 weeks later, Claire sat in a real cafe. Not one where someone was buying her coffee for information, but one where she was buying her own. The insurance company had paid out. Dr. Castellan's death had triggered an investigation. The facility's existence had been documented barely, enough for compensation, enough for the dreamers to start rebuilding their lives. Daniel sat across from her. His arm rested on the table. The tattoos there were fading, the names disappearing one by one. I still dream about it, he said. The ruler. So do I. Do you think it's real? He wrapped his hands around his coffee. Out there somewhere? Claire thought about that. About the weight of it in her dream hands. About the names written in gold. About the power to change death's order. I think it's real, she said finally. But I think it's not meant to be found, not meant to be used. It's a measure, not a tool. The moment you try to change it, you become part of what it measures. Helena, and Castellan, and everyone else who tried to control it. Daniel nodded, drank his coffee. Outside, Seoul moved through its daily rhythm. Millions of people living their lives unaware of the facility that had existed beneath their feet, unaware of the ruler that measured every life, somewhere in the space between dream and reality. What will you do now? He asked. Claire smiled. It was the first real smile she'd managed in weeks. Live, just live. But that night when she slept, she dreamed. The stone room, the dark wood table, the ruler lying in its place. And written along its length in letters that glowed with soft golden light, a single word repeated over and over. Asterisk, asterisk, witness, witness, witness dot asterisk, asterisk. Not a command, a description. She understood now. The ruler didn't control death. It didn't change fate. It simply showed what was always there, what had always been there, the order of things, the measure of mortality, and those who saw it too clearly, who understood it too deeply, became part of its purpose. Witnesses to the inevitable, carriers of the knowledge that no one wanted but everyone feared. Claire woke. She didn't scream this time. She got up, made coffee, watched the sunrise through her new apartment window, the first apartment she'd had in years, paid for with blood money maybe, but hers. Her phone buzzed, a text from an unknown number. Asterisk, asterisk, I had the dream, the golden ruler. Can you help me? Claire stared at the message for a long time. Then she typed back, asterisk, asterisk, tell me everything, dot asterisk, asterisk. Because the ruler measured death, yes. But it also measured something else, the distance between knowing and understanding, between seeing and accepting, between the dream and the waking world. And someone had to witness that distance. Someone had to measure it. The ruler had chosen her, not to use it, not to change it, but to understand what it meant, to help others understand, to guide them through the dream without letting them be consumed by it. She was a witness now, and the ruler would keep calling dreamers, and she would keep answering, until her name reached the top of the list, until the measure was complete, until the golden light faded to nothing and someone else took up the weight of witnessing. The coffee was cold by the time she finished reading the stranger's description of their dream. Every detail matched. The stone room, the dark table, the ruler that hummed with terrible knowledge. Claire picked up her phone and dialed. A young voice answered, frightened. Hello? My name is Claire, she said, and I need you to listen very carefully. What you dreamed is real, but it's not what you think it is. And if you want to survive knowing what you know, you're going to need help. How do you... Because I dreamed it too. Her voice was steady, calm. And I'm still here. Let me help you stay here too. A long silence. Then, okay. Claire smiled. The ruler measured death, but she would measure life. Every day someone kept living after seeing what she'd seen. That was her victory. That was her purpose. That was her answer to the golden light that wrote names in an order no one could change. She couldn't rewrite the list, but she could help people live their measure fully, until the very last name faded. And the ruler finally rested,